Thanks so much. I was recorded, of course, by a big country star named Alan Jackson. He recorded my song, Freight Train. His album was called Freight Train. The tour was called Freight Train. The bus had Freight Train on it. The shirts had Freight Train. The hats had Freight Train. The single was Hard Hat and a Hammer. The single was Hard Hat and a Hammer. Consequently, I'm still driving that old bus out back, you see.
That's right.
Alan Jackson said, I like the way old Fred does it. He said, I like the way old Fred does it. I'm 1 year older than him. The girls in my band say I'm a lot better looking. Of course, they only say that on payday, but they say it. Look at this, you guys. 55 years old, surrounded by beautiful women. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. You guys should have practiced. You were playing football, beating me up at recess, remember? Now all you got's a sore knee. Corey said it's a talent. I don't know if she's referring to my whole being or just the move. Of course, that's Corey Hebner back on the drums there. She's been there 18 years. But let me tell you something. Even with that socialized medicine, it's hard to get a prescription for Oxycontin filled when you've got purple hair. We were driving across Canada a couple of years ago. We were on tour. She had gallstones and kidney stones that year. We called her Quarry that year. And we went to every pharmacy in Canada trying to get that prescription filled. Finally, just outside of Thunder Bay, Ontario, we went to Hoodie Pharmacy. Y'all heard of Hoodie Pharmacy? It's the guy on the edge of town with a hoodie. They'll always fill your prescription. That's Matty Simpson back there on the guitar. Since I've had him in the band, nobody under 50 looks at me. And he tells me when something's wrong with the bus. He says, Fred, something's wrong with the bus.
Bus is on fire.
Bus is on fire. Bus is on fire. We got that. That's our new bus, the red bus. We took it out in this January. Was our first trip? Was it? This January? Yeah, we took it out, and we've had a few bus fires, but fortunately they're the kind that put themselves out. You know how that is. That's a handy thing, isn't it? Got smoke coming out of the dash, and then it just goes away. You don't have to do nothing about it. That's a fantastic thing. Had 3 of those fires, and that's great. The radio was on fire. We didn't need the radio anyway, so we just shut it off. And was the boy out tonight? Was the boy? Oh, and of course we have a boy with us. He's 4 years old. He's been on the road with us since he was 0. He's been on the road for 4 years. In 4 years, he's been in 3 recreational vehicle fires himself. He doesn't even ask anymore. And he will not have to pierce himself when he's older. He doesn't even ask anymore. Then I pulled to the gas station. I went, uh-oh. He said, are we on fire? Just got his little trucks together, heads for the door. And, where was I? Oh yeah. See, when I come down to America, it's so political. It's so political. There are Republicans and Democrats, and you're all mad at each other for being that. And see, I don't believe in any of that stuff. I have never voted in my country. People say, you have the right to vote. I said, not for dickheads, you know. That's the right dickheads. It doesn't matter if dickhead's a dickhead. That's the other party. See, I joined the party in 1964. I was 7 years old. I was reading the Time magazine. The Beatles had grown their hair long. And that was the night. The world was appalled, and that was the night I joined the party, and I've been a member ever since. I joined the rock and roll party. I've been a member of the rock and roll. Rock and roll party only has one thing. There's no fancy speeches in rock and roll. If you're not a good person, fuck you! And it's the only party in the last 100 years to have a real revolution. It had a real revolution. Some of you used to belong to the rock and roll party. I can see that. And I can see some of you used to belong to the rock and roll party, and then you bought a vacuum cleaner one day. You bought a vacuum cleaner, you had to join one of those other parties to protect your vacuum cleaner. You may want to wake up in the morning and leave that vacuum cleaner on the end of the road. That neighbor's been pissing you off for the last 5 years. You go, hey! Fuck you! I'm back, baby! I'm back! You may want to come forward tonight. Rejoin the rock and roll party. I like that there's a guy down there in the middle of my revolutionary speeches on his phone. Oh, yeah. This guy's having a revolution, man. I'm going to tweet something. The last revolution we had was so good and so strong, the government got so worried, they formed a boy band called the Monkeys, and they sent them in to circumvent it. And then the 1-2 punch was Donny Osmond. Then they sent in Michael Jackson, everybody went home. Those guys are dying off. You might want to come forward, rejoin the rock and roll party. You might want to get back out there. Some of you might feel like you're too old. You might feel too old to be in part of the revolution. You can throw your fucking walker at him. One more shot. Dallas might come with us tonight. We might get Dallas tonight. You sure weren't going to get Conroe the other night, that's for sure. Here's one for you old guys. Indian motorcycles, Saturday night citations, Northern boys in southern cars and one-pump stations. Started pissing beneath the quarter moon, the sound engines revving. I was born in the springtime of the '57 Chevy.